Spring feels like it's finally arrived. The air is warmer, the bees are buzzing, the frogs are spawning and the birds are just beginning to sing.
So it may still be March, but this time of year, lots of birds are doing whatever they can to make themselves look either super attractive or super scary as they set up their territories for the breeding season. And the best time to hear them is in the morning.
In this episode, I'm meeting up with local birder and photographer Mark Leitch to take an early morning walk on Horsell Common and see what birds we can hear and see.
And as always, we'll be looking at what we've found on and around the Surrey heathlands this month. But in the meantime, I'm Phil, this is Duncan, this is Mark, and this is Surrey Uncommon. So Mark, thanks for joining us again.
Pleasure.
Welcome back. So we thought we'd have a bit of a challenge this morning. So what we thought we'd do, it's a gorgeous day. You can hear the birds singing. So what we thought, it's kind of early spring, let's say, very early spring, but there's a lot of birdsong around at the moment. So what we thought we'd do is we would try and guess how many birds we can see and hear in like the next hour or so.
Okay.
I'm going to say, oh damn it. So I've been thinking about this all week. I'm going to say 25.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh.
It's possible. It feels high though, actually. It does feel high. Go on, you say what you think.
Mid-morning, dawn chorus-ish is finished. They're all busy feeding and doing whatever else they're doing. I'm going to go less than 25.
Okay. Go on then, what do you think?
Well, because you said 25, I'll say 24. So anything less than 24, I win.
That's cheating. That's absolutely cheating.
I think 25, I was going to go 20. I'll be honest with you,
Okay,
I was going to
20.
go 20.
Yeah.
25 is a possibility. You're spot on there. But I think in an hour, rather than a full day, I'm going to go less. I'll be happy to lose, but I think I'll say 20.
Okay. Well, let's get on with it and let's see what we find.
Let's do it. Great tit.
Okay, so great tit. So who's going to count? Need to do it. So great tit,
we'll
one.
We'll do it together. Oh.
What's that? Yeah.
So that's a great tip, but there's other stuff
something
up
up
there as well.
Yeah.
Oh. Just blue tit.
Blue tit.
There's
Okay, two.
Good start.
Got something up high over there. Is that a red kite or a buzzard?
You've got good eyesight. Where are you looking? Oh, buzzard.
Buzzard.
Yeah,
okay,
buzzard.
so that's three.
Robin.
Robin, four.
Number 4.
Oh, this is easy.
Hey, 4.
This is too easy.
Robin.
Robin again. Is that a
Crow.
crow?
5.
5. Carrion crow. There's a whole episode on corvids and crows and things because I always get
Hooded
confused.
crow.
Yeah.
Carrion crow.
I always wonder why do we not get hooded crows down here? Because you get them up north, don't you?
You get them in Wales. You get
Wales.
them. They are predominantly east coast, Scotland, Wales. We do occasionally get them. I think there's one currently in Kent, I think. We've had them in Sussex. We do get them, but only the odd one overflown from somewhere.
And we were talking earlier about the Merlin app as well, weren't we?
Yes.
Which is actually a godsend, isn't it? If you're
Very much.
yeah, if you struggle to hear things, then the Merlin app will give you, sort of actually identify the birds just from the bird song, which is great if you're a bad bird watcher like myself.
I'll be honest with you, for a long time I refused to use it. I want to hear the bird, I want to guess what it is and learn that way. But then, like I said, with tinnitus, I struggle to hear them. So I use the app now as a hearing aid to pick up those birds. Oh look, there's a bird, and I'll stop and I'll look for it because the app's picked up, so it's around. So it's a real good tool to help any experienced bird watcher as well as a beginner. It's a good way to create a list, to learn the songs, to learn a bit more about the birds. So it is a useful tool.
That was a wren.
See, I'll give you that one. I didn't
6.
hear it. That's 6. And we've got the early migrants coming in. we're getting the chiff chaffs. Should see an increase in those. They're the early March, mid-March, first ones to come in. We've got the San Martins, they're appearing now. There's been
Already?
reports already. Oh yes, they're the first one in. There is actually reports of swallows as well, which we don't normally get until April. So that's a good start. So let's have a quick look. Common crow. Oh,
Right.
herring gull,
And wood pigeon.
wood pigeon. So 8.
8. You're doing well at keeping track. I'm lost already.
Don't worry, I'll keep the numbers. Chaffinch.
Chaffinch.
Yeah, a pair of chaffinches up there. Jackdaw.
Yep. That's 10.
10. Double figures.
Halfway. If you were going for 20.
I think the National Dawn Chorus is on the 3rd of May this year. That's when you're going to have to get up early. 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Get out.
I've lost it now.
Greenfinch.
It is.
Pair of them.
So that's 11.
Good numbers of greenfinch at the moment. But,
What was that?
if you go on the RSPB website, they've actually got quite a bit of information about spring migration, what birds arrive when, which ones to be looking out for. As I say, March, April, chiff chaff, San Martin.
Yeah, I always tend to, on the BTO website as well, so you can track the cuckoos
Yes.
that they've tagged. So I know they're still sat down in deepest, darkest Africa at the moment,
That's
aren't
it,
they?
keep them warm, that's
Yeah.
it.
But they'll be on the move soon, I imagine.
The ospreys, they're starting to head back now.
Parakeet.
Oh, well done. One of your invasive species.
One of the invasive species, yeah, one of the aliens on the common.
Those as well. We're going to head down this long path here. Again, bit of an alleyway, a bit of a highway for the birds, but also we've got heathland either side. Good place last year for nightjars just down here.
I was about to say nightjars
Yeah,
to you. So
down here.
when can we expect them to start arriving?
Oh, they're one of the last ones to arrive. Yeah, end of May, I think. They're one of the last birds that we get. Because they're nocturnal, they're not really affected by the intense heat so much.
Okay, makes sense.
Whereas a lot of the other birds don't like all that heat. Swallows, swifts, San Martins, they tend to travel early, whereas nocturnal birds, they can hide out during the day, come out at night. So they're one of our last birds that we get coming through. And one of the last ones to leave. We can have them around till October. But did have churring nightjars just down here during the day.
During the day?
Yes, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. I think he was desperate to hold on to his territory.
Well, I saw a report recently that was saying that was it in Kent that they've is it Kent or Hampshire that they've seen sort of record numbers of nightjars.
That was,
green woodpecker.
green woodpecker.
Yes,
13.
13. Lucky for some.
Yes. It's going to be unlucky for me if we get over 25.
That was a magpie. Have we had a magpie yet?
No, we haven't. No. Well
14.
heard. 14.
Actually, there's some we haven't heard yet. Like I said, like a thrush, blackbird. So I mean, I feel like I'm going to do all right here.
Yeah, and there's some obviously target birds I'd like to see. I want Dartford Warbler,
Yep.
Stone Chat. There's a possibility Siskin, Red Poll.
I did see a red poll actually just this week, so
So
I think there's definitely a
Yes, over on Grasslands, there's on the larch, comes up in the trees there.
Yeah, on 7 acres, I think, as the is it the willow blossoms just starting to come out
Yeah,
now, and I think
exactly.
in there, Goldcrest.
Oh, crest. Just went into the back of this Scots pine.
I can hear a skylark as well.
I believe you, I can't hear. Quite a good little spot.
What's that flying there? Dartford Warbler. Just popped up on that gorse and just flew off to the right.
Well done, there we go.
18. 18? 17.
17.
17.
Canada goose. Distant. You can just hear it.
Yes, there. You're right. So that's 18.
That's 18.
Oh, great spot.
Great spotted woodpecker. 19.
19. Long-tailed tits? What are they? They're just all going there. No, they're not. Are they siskins? We're surrounded by them, whatever
Yeah.
they are.
Don't think the siskins, but. Oh.
Yep.
Well, they were. There you go. Is that 20?
That's 20.
Time to go home now. Do we have blackbird? I can't remember if we did or not.
We haven't. We've got to 20. We haven't had a blackbird yet.
Red Paul.
Red pole.
Red Paul, yes. Yeah, Red Paul just there. We haven't had Jay.
No.
Jack. Red kite.
Red kite. So many red kites around at the moment, aren't there?
Yes.
There's a
Can't see enough of them.
trip to Bristol this week, and literally just both sides of the motorway, the whole way down.
23. You get one more, you're a winner.
Come on.
I'm gracious in defeat. I was very fortunate during the winter to work on a lot of sites doing the habitat management, removing a lot of the overgrown gorse, Scots pine, the silver birch, hawthorn, brambles, just trying to maintain this open heathland. Magpie, isn't it?
That's magpie, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lot of noise coming from straight in front of us. I suppose now that the trees are just starting to come into either leaf or flower, I suppose there's a lot of, would it be insects that are coming forward?
Well, it's the nutrients of the buds.
The buds.
A lot of the birds will be feeding on the new buds, which obviously will open up to the flowers, the leaves. Yes, insects as well.
I can hear them, but I can't see them.
Yeah.
That's a chaffinch that I can see, but I can...
Jay.
Excellent. So that's 25?
That's 24.
24, okay. So is this going around all year? Do they tend to hang out?
Yes. Though I don't see them very often. I think I've seen them in Scotland more than down south in winter time. Not 100% certain.
It's a decent sized flock then here, isn't it? With these,
Yeah. So siskin we do have a winter flock, but they are also migratory, so I like a lot of the birds. We do get them, a small number overwintering, but we get a lot obviously in spring migration. Like blackbirds and thrushes, numbers dramatically increase because we get the European influx as it gets warmer.
So it's that thing, isn't it? And once you get your ear in, you start to pick out so many different things.
I was having a conversation with a lady first thing this morning about bird song, and we're saying how easy it is to lose skill fade. There's Doffet on top of, through the gap. Oh, through the gap there. Just on top
got
of
it, okay, got it.
It's coming this way a bit. Hopefully he'll come up in the gorse here. This is exactly where we want to go. We're going to walk down here. Showed right on cue.
So we're going to move to a new spot on the common now to see what else we can find. And while we do that, let's see what we've spotted on and around the Surrey heathlands this month. After such a wet winter, you can see the blossom just starting to open on the sloe bushes here, which is great to see. Hopefully we'll get a bit of sunshine over the next few weeks. And here we have, like one of the heralds of the spring, just at the side of the road here. It's a beautiful primrose, just starting to open now that finally the rain stopped and the sun has come out. Spring is here. Well, certainly just starting anyway. So I'm just over at McLaren Park, just doing a cycle ride around the common. I've just come across this red kite. Looks like it's eating a keel or some carrion. So I'm just out for a run on Horsell Common, and I've stopped here on Sandy Track because I've got 3 great spotted woodpeckers all drumming away. I don't know if we can see one of them up there. One right above us. The sun has come out and we have brimstone butterflies, which is always, I suppose, the harbinger of spring for me. Oh, there's 2, look, there we go, 2 together coming back towards us. Oh, amazing. It's always so great to see them when they come out. This is a Dyer's polypore, apparently. So it's a fungus, it's a really big fungus. So this is the trunk of a fir tree here. And there's a couple of little bits just here and here. There's a lovely body there. And it's a fungus that feeds on the base of fir trees. We have a chiff-chaff. It's like I call it the rave bird because it's like do 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 do. There we go. Really great sound of the spring. Quite lucky, I suppose, here the way we have these different sort of areas. You know, the heathland, and you got the forest areas, and obviously we're about to head on to sort of like grass now. All within such a small area.
And again, this is a part of that management plan. You know, I think I mentioned to you before, it's a patchwork quilt. We need the woodland, we need the heathland, we need the grass, open grass areas. We need to manage all those areas. Otherwise, we start losing those birds and that wildlife.
Have we counted chiff-chaff yet?
Yeah, there he is up there. Through the trees at the back.
Of all the bird song, I think the chiff-chaff. It feels like it's the sort of the beginning of spring when you hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have goldfinch. There.
Yeah, we did have goldfinch.
They're just chasing each other around. Have we got it already?
Oh no, not goldfinch, we had goldcrest, didn't
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that chattery twitter, that's goldfinch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always sounds like a happy sound. Okay. Definitely skylark. I suppose one of the reasons I love coming over here is for the skylarks in the summer. And obviously a good reason to make sure you keep your dogs on the paths because they're all nesting.
They're all out there feeding
Yeah.
and nesting. And then when the young leave the nest, maybe not very strong, can't fly very well, they're going to be hunkered down in here, hiding, waiting for the parents to come and feed them until they, you know, strengthen their wings.
What's that?
Reed bunting.
Reed bunting.
Yeah, another one. Yeah, male reed bunting. Not too far away from the reeds, so
Well, that's kind of what I was
Perfect.
hoping for by
Yeah.
heading this direction, but didn't expect to catch it quite so early, but there we go. Something in the reeds over there. It's a duck. Mallard?
we haven't had one.
Yeah, just straight through there, sat in the bottom of the reeds. Was that a moorhen? Coot?
I thought I heard coot.
Coot.
I thought it was coming from that way.
No, it was that way. Definitely from back over on the lake.
If we
That way.
look on the path. Hey, nuthatch.
Nuthatch.
On the path. I was
Oh,
really
yeah.
hoping to see one in the trees here, and there it is on the path. Is that 3-0?
That's the big 3-0.
There we go.
So we're saying about sort of dead trees that are being left now to
Yes.
stand, and ones like this I suppose are really important, aren't they?
Yes.
You can see all the holes all the way up it.
Yeah, exactly. Not just, you know, the tree, but it's a bug house.
Yep.
Bug house. You know, it feeds woodpeckers, the nuthatches, the tree creepers. There's also houses. You see quite big holes up there.
Lots of
There's no
holes
reason
in
why
this one, isn't there?
things couldn't be nesting in there.
So Mark, so I think that was 30 we got to.
Yes.
30 birds in just a couple of hours
Couple of
maybe,
hours,
just a
yes.
couple of hours, just wandering here on the common, which is pretty amazing considering we didn't think we'd get over 25.
I said 20.
You said 20. So 30 is an amazing number to get to, like we said, just here on Horsell Common. So thank you so much for
Pleasure.
sharing your time with us this morning. And hopefully you've enjoyed watching us on our walk this morning, but don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep tuning in, and we'll be back again next month. We'll see you then.